From the moment that Yamaha announced the release of the YXZ1000R SS in June, I have been dying to get behind the wheel of this new version of the YXZ. And I've got to tell you, having the opportunity to drive it, it's exceeded my expectations as to what it's capable of doing and the simplicity of using it while still maintaining that feel of a manual transmission. So let's dive into what sport shifting really means. You'll notice that on this YXZ1000R, there is no clutch pedal. The system does that for you. Now, just like what you find in many high-end supercars, it has paddle shifters. It's real simple to use these paddle shifters. The right one shifts you up, the left one shifts you down. So what's it like shifting the SS?
This system gives you all the benefits of a manual transmission feel without the use of a clutch pedal. What Yamaha talks about is the fact they wanted to give the customer that same connection with the machine that you find in high-end supercars, anything that goes fast. Most drivers want a manual transmission, and that's because it gives you a connection to what the machine is doing. I love the fact that in this machine you can do full throttle shifts. Like, you don't ever have to let off the gas. The machine is smart enough to know what to do to be able to shift at those high RPM without damaging itself. And of course, that is so much fun. Like, you never get tired of it. You never get tired of the shifting. It's kind of amazing how smart the system is, and it takes into account so many different factors, like how hard are you accelerating as to how hard the shift is. If you're just cruising along like I am, when you shift, it shifts in milliseconds, and it's a gentle engagement. It's quick, but it's gentle. However, if you're really got your foot in it, man, it shifts hard, which is the effect that they're going for. They want that hard shift feeling because, again, the whole point is to give the driver the feeling of being in a true manual transmission with a clutch. Another real nice thing is when you come to a stop, as you're coming to that stop, it downshifts automatically so that once you get to the stop, you're in first gear again. That's a real convenience.
And now for launch control.
About the most exciting feature, I think, on the YXZ1000R SS is the launch control system that you find in Ferraris and Lamborghinis and supercars. It lets you get off the line as quickly as possible, as though you're a professional driver. So the way it works is you put your foot on the brake when you're standing still and in first gear. You pull both paddles back at the same time. The LS button comes on the dashboard. You take your foot off the brake pedal. You rev it up past 5,000 RPM. You let the paddles go, and you put your foot to the floor. Gosh, this thing is ridiculously fast. As you can see, that doesn't get old. The cab of the YXZ1000R is really comfortable. I've had a lot of experience in it now. It wraps around you kind of like a pig in a blanket, or you're the pig in the blanket. It makes you feel comfortable, it makes you feel secure. The seats and the console and the door give you more or less a cocoon. It's got a good feel to it. Also, the range of the YXZ1000R SS is impressive. I mean, this is built to be a really high-speed machine on rough, open terrain. So the versatility it has now to give riders who don't ride that stuff the comfort of not using a clutch, but it still retains that high-speed capability. So yeah, you can go trail riding all day long, and yet you could take the same machine out of the trails and out of the rough stuff, go into the desert or the dunes and run 80 plus miles an hour. Like, that's an incredibly versatile machine. You know, the question is, shifter or paddle shifters? I gotta say, when I came into this, I was thinking I still wanted that clutch pedal. After driving this would be the one I would buy. I'd buy the SS. You still get the manual transmission, you still get things like launch control, you still get the sport factor, the connection to the machine. But you just don't have to worry about using your left leg to do the shifting of the gears. Shifting this never gets old. And hearing that sound and the RPM of the engine, gosh, this is a ton of fun to drive. It's like no other side-by-side on the market, period. It's not for everybody, but anyone who wants this kind of experience, this particular, the SS model, lets you have this sport experience without having to mess with that clutch.
And believe me, whichever YXZ1000R you choose, it is a sport experience. For even more information about the YXZ1000R SS, including a full written review, check out atvescape.com or our free ATV Escape mobile apps. Thanks so much for watching.